Welcome to Chase Talks. My name's Chase, and today I'm bringing you the first ever episode of Chase is Bad at OU. Now, what I'm going to be doing in this series is I am going to be using 6 of my favorite Pokemon in competitive Draft League format, and I'm going to be playing them in the OU ladder just to kind of see how we do. Now, I do not have a good history with the OU ladder. It is not my favorite place in the world, but it was starting to get a little old playing VGC every single day, just because I need a little bit more variety in my life. And I know a lot of the VGC Pokemon I'm going to be playing against in the OU ladder as well, but at least it'll be a different format, so it'll be a little bit less of the same. So, as always, there is a link in the description where you can bypass my team builder. I am just going to do a quick team builder just to kind of set up the team so you guys can know my thought process behind Pokemon and what I'm bringing. I do have some weirder sets in this team, and I have some Pokemon that are not OU, of course, on this team as well, since every Pokemon that you see in competitive draft does not always from the OU ladder. They're from all the different tiers, which is one of the things I love so much about Draft League format. So, the first Pokemon on our team is the Ocean, which are Salamence, which for some reason actually has an Intimidate ability instead of Moxie. I'll change that real quick. That's another good thing about doing it with this open. Gives me the opportunity to change that. So Salamence is one of the Pokemon I've had the most success with in Draft League. I love Mega Salamence, and what I decided to do in this one is bring a Steelium Z Salamence. Now, as you can see from our spoiler bar, this team actually has no fairy on it. I combined team and fairy, and it came out as farm. This farm, fairy team. That's what I'll name my mono fairy team when I use it in Let's Learn VGC. Spoilers is my farm team, but this is my farm. But Salamence, Ocean is our Salamence. Steelium Z I decided to run because I don't have a fairy on this team, so I wanted to bop other fairies around the head with the Iron Tail. Z Iron Tail to make sure it doesn't miss. Earthquake because ground is just all around good coverage. Dragon Claw for stab, and then Dragon Dance. I'm running max speed, Jolly, max attack with 4 points in defense. This is just kind of a set of Dragon Dance sweeps on enemy team with Moxies. Moxie sweeping Salamence. The next Pokemon on this team is our Victini, which has a Jolly Nature with a Choice Scarf. Max speed, max attack, Victorate, Bolt Strike, Zen Headbutt, U-Turn. Victini is my favorite Pokemon. I love Victini. This Pokemon's amazing. I use it a ton. If I given the option in the first round, I almost always draft it. Very rarely will you see me not first round draft Victini. I love it. It's such a good Pokemon, and I'm going to be excited to be using it once again on the ladder. The next Pokemon on this team is our Green Ranger, our Tangrowth. Whoa. And Tangrowth is part of our Regenerator core. I've drafted Regenerator cores a lot. And Tangrowth, Alomomola, which you can see on our spoiler bar, is the other part of our Regenerator core. Tangrowth, Alomomola, 2 Pokemon I've had a lot of success with, so I decided to use them. They're my favorite iteration of the Regeneration core. Because there's like Slowbro, Slowking, like a ton of different water types and stuff, and a ton of different Pokemon in general. You can throw Mienshao in there. There's so many different Regenerator Pokemon you can use, and Tangrowth Alomomola is definitely my favorite combo, so I decided to add them to this team. Knock off Sludge Bomb, Hidden Power Ice for all those Landorus's and Zygardes, and Giga Drain for recovery. I'm running 252 in HP, 100 in Special Tech, 156 in Special Defense with the Sassy Nature to increase its Special Defense, and the Assault Vest to make me even more specially bulky. The next Pokemon on this team was what I was just talking about, which is our Purple Ranger, our Alomomola. Leftovers with the Regenerator, Scald, Toxic Wish, Protect. This is just a full utility cleric, 252 in HP, 252 in defense, bold. The sole purpose of this thing is to set up wishes for my team, Scald to get those burns, and Toxic anything that might try and stall me out. So yeah, that's what Alomomola is going to be doing on our team, and it's actually our first not OU Pokemon, because I believe Salamence is an OU. I'm not sure. I'd have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure it is. So the next Pokemon on our team is our Hercule, or Kakelder, which is a Boulderline Pokemon. Salt Vest, Guts is its ability, just in case it gets burned or it gets toxic. It'll get that extra boost. Knockoff, Drain Punch, Ice Punch, and Mach Punch. 248 in HP, 252 in attack with the Adamant Nature, and 8 in Special Defense. And the last Pokemon, Adamant Nature, of course, if I didn't say that. The last Pokemon on our team is Zip Zap, which is our Rotom, with a Levitate ability, of course, and I decided to run a Light Clay Rotom. I know there's so many defoggers in the format. Defoggers do remove screens, but just for fun, I decided to bring a screen Rotom. It's got Discharge, Light Screen, Reflect, and Defog, of course. 248 in HP, 8 in special attack to make those discharges do a little bit more damage. And of course, Discharge does have the 30% chance to para, so we're going to see if we can get any paras with it. And a 252 in speed with the Timid Nature to make sure that I go first, and it gives me more opportunity to go first and set my screens. Go first to get the discharges off, or go first to get the defogs off. So that's our team. I'm really excited to use this team. This team is definitely goofy, and I'm going to cut until we are in our first battle of the day. I am going to be doing 3 battles just like I do in VGC. Alright, hopping into our first battle of the day, and I actually face against Mono Ice team? I almost said Mono Steel. Definitely not Mono Steel, it's Mono Ice. That is super interesting. So that wrecks my Salamence, but I have my Victini, so I feel like my best lead would just be go straight for a Victini. But he could lead Lapras, but I do have the Bolt Strike. I don't know how much. Maybe I just want to lead Zip Zap. I feel like his lead is going to be Lapras. Yeah, I'm going to lead Zip Zap. And he actually leads Mamoswine instead. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and set up a Reflect. I should outspeed this Mamoswine. I'm definitely going to outspeed it. I'm at 309 and it can hit 284 unless it's Scarfed. I'm going to go ahead and set up a Reflect. He actually Earth Powers me, but I have Levitate, so I'm immune to that. I'll go up and set up a Light Screen too. It's actually especially offensive Mamoswine, and he just keeps going for those attacks. Strange. Weird. I'm gonna go ahead and go into my Green Ranger. I feel like it has a pretty safe switch in here, and then I can knock off whatever item this thing has. Oh, it actually goes for Freeze Dry. That's interesting. So it actually has a Life Orb. I'm going to go ahead and knock off, get rid of this Life Orb. And he goes for Freeze Dry again. That still does minimal damage. He's taking Life Orb damage. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that Life Orb. And I'll go for a Giga Drain. Goes for the Freeze Dry again. I'm going to get that Giga Drain recovery, and that's just going to go ahead and take his Mamoswine right out. So I'm assuming this is probably going to be a Mega Glalie. If I had to venture to guess, I'm going to go ahead and switch into Purple Ranger just in case he decides to explode. And he actually goes for an Ice Beam. Is it a special Mega Glalie? Is this like a full special team too? I'm going to go ahead and go for a Toxic. And Lapras switches in. So that's probably the best thing I could have Toxic'd, which makes me feel good. I'm going to go ahead and switch right back into my... I actually think I'm going to Protect to see what this Lapras wants to do. Do I want to do that? I'll just switch back into Tangrowth. Ooh, Avalanche. And it's a physical Lapras. This is an interesting team. Why do I get things like this on the VGC ladder? This only exists... I am convinced that this only exists on the OU ladder. Another Freeze Dry. Dang. Toxic is definitely going to put him in range after the Giga Drain take it out. Yep. This is super interesting. So now we got to face like Avalugg. I'm gonna think I'm gonna go into Purple Ranger to take this next hit. I could actually go into Hercule too. I'm gonna go ahead and go into Hercule. He actually goes for Avalanche. That does decent damage, and he's got a Life Orb too. Does everything on his team have a Life Orb? I'm gonna go ahead and go for a Drain Punch just to get the recovery back. Now, if he switches into Frostlass, that'd be a legendary play, but he doesn't. That does decent amount of damage, and oh, that Avalanche hurts so bad. But the first Drain Punch is 46%, so it's definitely in range to take out, so I'm going to go ahead and Drain Punch. Take that thing out and get a little bit of recovery back. We'll see what he switches into. I'm surprised that he doesn't have a Hail Setter, but he has Alolan Sandslash in his team. Yeah, there's his Alolan Sandslash. I'm going to go ahead and go for another Drain Punch and see if this thing wants to... Oh, it actually goes for Focus Blast. It's a special Sandslash? Interesting. But I actually get a crit there, and I take it out. Well, it's a special... He's got like a full, specially offensive team, I'm going to go for a knockoff. I'm assault vested, so I can take a hit from this. But knowing this team, it's probably going to be a physical Frostlass. So, oh, he's going to go for Destiny Bond, and he's going to take out my Hercule. Oh no, poor Hercule. I'm sorry, Hercule. Man, you did better here than you did in the Cell games, Hercule, but I'm sorry, you had to go. Apparently you had to go. I'm just going to go for Victini, and I'm going to go for Victorate. And I'll end this game. So GG to my opponent. This is going to end the game right here because I'm going to outspeed it. There's no way that Megaleo is going to outspeed me or live that. I got a crit. The crit didn't matter. V-Crate was still going to take it out. GG to my opponent. That was a fun game. I wish I got games like that in the VGC ladder, but they seemingly don't exist. A lot of fun. I'm going to cut until we're in our second battle of the day. Alright, hopping into our second battle of the day, we are facing against a Bucephalon, a Lycanroc-dusk, a Latios, a Bisharp, a Shuckle, and a Huntail. A Huntail? Huh. Got some shell smashing shenanigans with his Huntail. Interesting. I think that I can actually lead Zip Zap again. I feel like it's a pretty safe play to do. Because what? He leads Bisharp and I set up a Reflect. Yeah, I'll lead Zip Zap. He actually leads his Shuckle. I'm not super worried about his Shuckle. I guess his Shuckle could Shell Smash. And start setting up on me, which would be bad. So I actually think I'm going to switch into my Purple Ranger here. So I can start, so I can Toxic. So he actually has Sticky Webs. So I'm going to go ahead and Toxic here because I don't want his Shuckle to, like, stall me out. I didn't think about the fact that Shuckle gets Sticky Webs now. I'm going to switch back into Rotom, and I'm going to Defog. That's okay. I'm going to Defog. He has Infestation, Protect. Ooh, so he's a trapping set. I am trapped, right? Oh, no, wait, because I'm levitating, he can't trap me. I'm just going to go for a Discharge, I think, here for damage. That did nothing. And he set up Sticky Webs again. That's okay. I'm going to go for a Defog here to get rid of his Sticky Webs. And he actually saves his Shuckle here. And oh, because he's Defiant. Interesting. I'm going to set up a Reflect. Do I outspeed this thing? Probably. Knockoff's going to KO me. That's okay. I got 8 turns of Reflect up now, which puts me in a really good position. Actually, I'm going to go into Ocean, and I'm going to use this Reflect to my advantage. And I'm going to set up a Dragon Dance. This definitely puts me in a good position to where I can get to a point where I could possibly sweep. He's going to go for an Iron Head. That does a good amount of damage. Does he have any priority on his team? He has an Excel Rock. I'm going to go for an Earthquake. Earthquake should be enough to take him out. Add the +1. It is, so that's going to put me at +2. With my Moxie boost. His play would definitely be here to probably go into Lycanroc. I might have set myself up to sweep here. It depends if I can live an Accelerock behind the Reflect. I do have 5 turns of Reflect. So I do have the ability to sweep his team with Reflect. I think he's trying to stall out the Reflect turns right now. But I'm at +3. Lycanroc-dusk comes out. I'm going to go for another Earthquake. If I can live in Accelerock, yep, and I can with the Reflect up. Earthquake goes off, and that puts me at +4. So I'm definitely going to sweep him right here with my Moxie. I still got 3 turns of Reflect left. Bucephalon comes in. I am going to outspeed Bucephalon. Oh, it's Scarfed. I didn't outspeed it. He was a Scarfed Bucephalon that entire time, and he waited that long to bring it out? Wow. I did not see that coming with the Scarf. Oof. I might get swept by Bucephalon right here. Well, actually, I can just switch. I can switch into Hercule, and I can knock off. Because Shadow Ball shouldn't be enough to kill me with the Assault Vest, and Knockoff should be enough to take him out, and it is. And we see the Choice Scarf. That's weird that he sacrificed 2 of his Pokemon. That's really weird. I am Assault Vested, so I might be able to live anything this thing sends at me, unless it's like a Draco Meteor. I'm going to go ahead and knock off. I don't super need Hercule at this point. I guess I could have set up to do the Wish. It's a Mega Latios. So this knockoff isn't going to do that much damage, but it does do a decent amount of damage. I'm going to go ahead and go for another knockoff. And he Psy Shocks me. That's okay. I'll go ahead and go into my Green Ranger here, and I'll go for a Hidden Power Ice. He Ice Beams me, but I live that because of Salt Vest. Hidden Power Ice goes off. It is not enough to KO. That's unfortunate. I'm going to go into Purple Ranger. He Psyshocks. But I'm physically defensive, so I actually take that really well. I'm going to go ahead and set up a Wish. Ooh, and he Draco Meteor, so he puts himself in -2. I don't think he has anything to hit Victini. I'll go ahead and Bolt Strike. Oh, I actually outspeed him. And Victini's Bolt Strike should be able to just finish this game off for me, except this thing's probably going to have... This thing has a Focus Sash, it'll be bad, which it does, and it sets up Shell Smash. So that might lose me the game. Because I'm definitely going to... I still outsped it because I'm Scarfed. Even after a Shell Smash, I still outsped it. I thought I was going to lose. Oh man, we're 2-0 in this game. We're 2-0 in the OU ladder so far. Jeez. What is this madness? I don't understand this madness. Alright, I'm going to cut until we are in our third and final battle of the day. Alright guys, hopping into our third and final battle of the day. We're facing off against an Azelf, a Azumarill, a Gengar, a Talonflame, a Superior, and a Mega Lopunny. I feel like it's still pretty safe just to lead Zip Zap. I believe in the Zip Zap a lot, but I feel like it's pretty safe. So he's just going to try and set stuff up on me. That's okay. I can go for Reflect here. And I can go for a Light Screen. Ooh, he taunts. Interesting. Use a taunting variant. Ooh, very, very interesting. I gotta Reflect up though. I feel like I'm pretty safe to go into Ocean here and set up a Dragon Dance. Ooh, Fire Blast and it misses. I'm gonna go ahead and set up that Dragon Dance. Oh, he explodes. I live it. I'm gonna get the Dragon Dance up. A Suicide Azelf lead. Interesting. Set up rocks and then just go. This thing's gonna... I'm behind Reflect. I don't know if I can live. I'm gonna go ahead and Corkscrew Crash just in case I can. I can. Corkscrew Crash is gonna go off. And that's gonna... It doesn't take it out and it doesn't have a Focus Sash? That just did 99% damage. What is that? That's crazy. It didn't even have a Focus Sash. I only did 99% damage with Corkscrew Clash at +1. That is crazy. That's got to be a very bulky Azelf. I'm going to go ahead and Mach Punch it. Yeah, Aqua Jets me. Does no damage, especially behind the Reflect. And I'm going to Mach Punch. I'm going to take out as a Azumarill. I'm going to go ahead and knock off this Gengar. I should be able to leave anything. I should be able to live the Sludge Wave. I do. I do get poisoned, which is unfortunate. And I'm going to knock off the Gengar's item, which was a Choice Specs, and KO it. And I can't believe I got poisoned there. That's super unfortunate. I'm going to go ahead and Mach Punch. That almost KOs the Lopunny, but it's just not enough. And he does set up the Power Up Punch. Is this going to be a Power Up Punch last resort Lopunny? I hope it isn't, because that would be garbage. That'd suck. I'm going to switch into Purple Ranger just in case. And I'll go ahead and Scald. So it has got a return. So it's just Power Up Punch return. And that's going to do enough to take it out. So it was not a Power Up Punch last resort. Which makes me happy, of course. I am going to... I'll go into my Green Ranger here. Get that Regenerator HP back. And Leaf Storm actually misses. That's huge. I'll Sludge Bomb. Leaf Storm hits. Resisted damage. Doesn't do very much. I'll go ahead and get the Sludge Bomb off. That actually does over half HP. It did 55%. So another Sludge Bomb should be enough to take it out. Ooh, that crit! But I still lived it. Thank you, Assault Vest. I'm going to go ahead and switch into my Purple Ranger here to get the extra HP. I don't know if a Brave Bird can kill me. It can't. I'm going to go ahead and set up a Wish here. Oh, he actually has Flying Z. That doesn't kill me, though. And I'm going to get my Wish up. I'll go ahead and go for a Protect here. Get my HP back. And I think my opponent did forfeit here. Yep, and my opponent did forfeit. I wasn't actually going to stall him out. I just wanted to get my HP back. And then I was going to start scalding him. Because I could have actually gotten swept by his Talonflame. Well, no, I couldn't have. I could have gone into, if he would have killed me, if that Supersonic Strike was enough to kill me, I could have just gone into Victini and then Bolt Striked it and taken it out. Or I could have just sacked my Tangrowth. I'm so used to just kind of like preserving differential when I'm in singles. That's why I went straight into Purple Ranger and I was like, I'll heal and Scald and I'll take out Talonflame that way. But yeah, so we actually end up 3-0 in the day. Which is better than I was expecting. That's why I named the series Chase is Bad at OU. But thanks for watching. Remember to like the video, comment the video, and subscribe so you never miss another episode of Chase Talks. Until next time, this is Chase signing off, and make sure you let me know down in the description what you think of these videos. I know I was a little bit quiet because I was thinking a little bit more of singles, so I got to definitely get in the groove of commenting singles battles since I don't normally do live comms of sing battles. But I'm expecting episode 2 is going to be just as fun as this one. So until next time, this is Chase, signing off.